So we're going to try Tyrion one more time. Even though Dance and Daryl might be the superior minion. We'll see what happens here. There we go. Oh, that is a neutral. That's actually hilarious. That is a neutral minion. Huh. It's rare, but it is sometimes the correct play to stay at 1. In the event that we find a Righteous Protector or Selfless Hero, we can now stay at 1. However, if we find a couple demons, I think we upgrade and freeze. And then we're demons who basically never use our hero power. Which is fine because it happens. The other two are kind of whatever. We don't, you know, it's nice to know this is available. It's also nice going against AFK to start the game. Because that's super nice. Ay, ay, ay. We are going to freeze this. Because we can buy the Murloc and sell the token and then buy this. And yes, we will be weak, and yes, we will take a bunch of damage from that. Admittedly. 100% admittedly. They took 3. How? Oh, 2 in... I'm confused. They only took 2 damage, but demons deal 2. So how are they at 47? Ah, whatever. I don't know how math works.
The battle is really raging out there.
Okay. The strangest of starts. And now we're ready to go with the demons. And so the thing also, in the event that we get 2 demons this coming turn, we can then go ahead, buy the 2 demons, 3/3, 5/5, sell this, and then buff them up some more to make them 6/6s. There's a potential. There is potential for that to happen right now. Not very likely. Not a high probability play, but we know there's a lot of demons in the pool right now. More mechs, for sure. So here's the thing. I don't feel bad because we haven't really been able to see any neutral minions yet. So I don't feel bad about avoiding them to try and force a demon thing. There we go. And we're buffing them this way, so that's fine. There's also potential then if we get, like, let's say 2 demons or, you know, some good neutral minions, we can buy them and then also buff again. It's totally acceptable, I think, to not have to rush to 3. Yes, we want to get to 4. We want Bolvar and a whole bunch of massively buffed Righteous Protectors. Especially, I think, if we find another Righteous Protector. Because then they're both getting buffed, and in the event that we do triple them, that's fantastic. Or if we just buff them every single turn for the next however many turns we're playing, 15 turns, that's also pretty powerful. That's pretty powerful as well. That's pretty powerful. Unless this thing runs into the taunt. That's good too. Okay, we are ready. We are ready for a big victory. We have multiple paths we can take, or we just get some Cobalt Guardians and just go mechs. And somehow make mechs work.
Your minions really pulled their weight. It's good to get some minions in play.
Scares me. Except the mice.
It's good to get some minions in play.
I think this is still a very solid neutral ground. Obviously, this Bob is massive demons. Oh, there's a lot of everyone's going demons. Everybody just went demons. This is a problem. How many are at 3, though? No one else. This one went to 3. They might get the early floating watcher, and then we lose. But we also have a bunch of minions that we can sell, so that's good. These get replaced with floating watchers, and then this becomes the cycling the demons, and we win. Excellent. Excellent play by us. That was a great trade. That was awful trade. 1-1 into there, please. Okay, well, we just took a beating. We just took one heck of a beating. And that's fine.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then. It's not the
Floating
stuff,
watcher.
but it'll fight hard. Better hire a recruit while you can.
So having this out is very good.
Nothing
How much more important is the demons?
Except mice.
Are the demons? Because what do we have to sell? We have to sell both of these. Okay. That's alright. That was still a reasonably large buffing board there. And I think we need to continue to press this. We've got a lot of neutral. These are just, you know... They can get ramped, but our health is getting low, is the issue. We're not going to be able to buff them that much. We are going to have to hit a Mal'Ganis, I think. I don't think the Floating Watcher will, I don't think the Floating Watcher's coming into play here. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's incredible. Not on the 1-1. Right on here. Wow. Well, that's just ridiculously good RNG. Okay, so the past couple games we've had really bad RNG. That one round was incredible RNG for us to win.
Your minions
That's a demon.
their weight.
That's a
It's good
neutral,
to
but
get some
whatever.
minions in play.
Floating wad. There we go. We sell this one, right? Do we need to take this one or do we just rotate again? I think we need to guarantee we get one. Okay, well, we're here now. We're in this demon. We're living this demon life. We're gonna have to start ramping because it's a little late for a floating watcher, but it's also a little excellent for a floating watcher. There you go. Run right into it. Excellent. Into the 11-11. Oh, we're so good. We are so incredibly good at this game. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, the RNG has been a little bit more on our side. So we dealt 8. Let's see how the math works. 15. See, okay, so they were at 15.
Minions really pulled their
15 minus 8 equals what?
You're down a minion and up a goal.
This is a lot of damage right now. So there's a little, I think, RNG desync is what everyone's calling it right now. They also have demons, but we've got quite a few large ones, and these are starting to get buff. This is, we've been carrying this along for 5 turns now, apparently. If this gets hit with a triple, that'll be very good. I think getting us to 4 is very important so that we can RNG into a 5. Having some of these other demon people get eliminated would be very important. Getting their cards back into the pool. But we'll see. I think they're down there because they've done it to the... Oh no, they're taking damage though. Oh, this I wonder if this Murloc person's got a couple of poisonous. Nasty. They've got the soul jugglers. Oh. Awful, awful, awful. Oh, that's really bad for us. That's just so much damage we can't get in right now. Go attack these ones, please. There you go. It's a victory. It just, oh, that's so much damage we had to take there because of those soul jugglers. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of eliminations.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
None of you are demons. You are a demon, but we don't really want you the most. You're a demon we could live with, right?
A good tactical choice.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
1, 2.
Bring the fight to me.
Is it better to buy this and hope for a triple? Or... Okay. I mean, we're waiting on these triples now, right? I mean, it's I can't imagine they stayed at tier 3. Interesting.
Great out there.
Then they knocked out George and tied with the A-bomb. Oh, ours might be bigger here. Our demons might be bigger. And if we get a couple of, well, that's not the one that we wanted. And say we get a couple favorable divine shields, we're in business. Still a good divine shield. It turned out to be an excellent divine shield. Yeah, I don't, this just isn't big. These minions aren't big enough still. It's a little scary. My opinion.
You're good at this.
We need triples now. Sure. I mean, we do need the triples. That's the only thing. I hate having to do this. I'm not gonna lie.
Exactly what you were looking for.
Oh, you're all awful. I'll take the Baron just in the event that we maybe do it.
Another satisfied.
I really don't want to take that much damage this turn. Alright. This is basically our board. I mean, we're going up against someone who died a long time ago. Hopefully this gets turned into a top 4 situation for us. Otherwise, we're in trouble. Uh-oh. Oh, this should be a win now. That's a lot of divine shield. That's upsetting. It's just a lot of 1-1s here. There's not a lot of power behind anything. Like, that's the highest attack. These are just 1-1s. Like, let's get through them here, friends. Even our Kel'Thuzad is getting nice and buff. Or Baron, I keep calling Kel'Thuzad. I see Kel'Thuzad here. You are now entering a Fujo cast. And we are live on Fujosovich. Top 4 situation turned into a top 3. There's a whole bunch of demons going up against a whole bunch of Murlocs. Fujo's looking rested. Fujo's looking energized. He's been resting it up, trying to get some sun on that incredibly pale, pasty body of his. He's been resting in Aruba, Jamaica, and ooh, I want to take you down to Kokomo. And Fujo is going to definitely take this recruit phase very, very slow, trying to build up some demons, trying to get a couple more buffs in there while he still can, recognizing the low health total, but also recognizing he has to be going all in on this situation because there's absolutely nothing else he can be doing. Gonna get one more demon buff. One more demon buff. I think we're gonna make it 2 more demon buffs. Down to 3 health. Gonna drop himself down to 2 health. Hits the Uther buff. Uther buff absolutely pretty massive at this point. +4/+4 every single turn for 1 mana. And there are poisonous Murlocs in Fujo's future, but a whole bunch of divine shields that they're going to be looking at. And a poisonous goes in and does get an elimination. Other taunt down, massive health for some of these Murlocs. That's absolutely not something we're used to seeing. That poisonous does get the elimination of the floating launcher, but it's a little bit too late. Baron shows up and does almost nothing, but sticking around to deal quite a bit of damage. The first time ever Shudderwalk has taken damage in this entire Battlegrounds. We can't believe that's happened. A perfect run, not when Fujo's on the case. Fujo's looking, another Wrathweaver. It's a little bit late to start ramping a second one up. He's debating it. He's debating trying to possibly take an Imp Gang boss. See how that ends up working. There goes a second Wrathweaver. Could have been a solid +2, a +2 right to his own face. Another Imp Gang. Is he going to be looking for triples? Is he looking for doubles? He's about to re-roll. He's about to upgrade. He's not sure what to do. He's just realized he's actually going up against an AFK opponent. He does hit the upgrade at tier 5. He's going to be looking for something very, very important called one I am a turtle, I am Mal'Ganis. He needs that Mal'Ganis, otherwise his Wrathweavers are going to be doing absolutely nothing for him. He's shaking his head, he's upset, he's distraught. He realizes not a great situation going up against Murlocs. Murlocs get poisoned, divine shields, but he's realizing he's got the divine shields. He's got the Baron Rivendare. Let's see who's going to be end up taking this at the end of the day. But before we can even get there, can Fujo survive at 1 health? 1 health, top 4 situation. I need to remind you, going up against an defeated AFK. This isn't exactly an AFK. It's already been eliminated 2 turns ago, 3 turns ago. Doesn't matter how many turns. Combat phase, let's see what's going to happen. There's a Cobalt Guardian in there for some peculiar reason, and the Divine Shield buffs do not go off for Fujo. That could be very detrimental, but it looks like the opponent's minions just are not enough here whatsoever. This 9/4 is going to spawn a couple of 1/1s, but it's not going to matter when the entire board is Divine Shielded up, and there's a bunch of tokens. Kel'Thuzad, take a seat. Even though we kind of really like Kel'Thuzad in terms of Kel'Thuzadedness, we're still saying him to get the heck on out of here for right now. A whole bunch of damage, and we're going to see what this recruit phase is going to be all about Fujo. Top 2 situation, we have Demons Fujo against Murloc Shudderwalks. Those Murlocs get extra buff with the Shudderwalk hero power. We know that. Buying another Imp Gang boss incredibly courageously. There's a Crystal Weaver. There's another Imp Gang boss. Let's see what Fujo's going to do here. What's the play, Fujo? What are you going to do? You need the buffs. You absolutely need those buffs. He wants to play the Crystal Weaver. He's going to re-roll it. Oh, very wisely recognizing he can't exactly... Oh, there's another demon that he wants. But the one demon that he needs is going to be, of course, I am a turtle Mal'Ganis. Gets the small buffs. +2/+2. Call that +5/+5 from the hero power. And Fujo's waiting. He's relaxed. He's sitting there nice and casual. He knows it's going to be Shudderwalk and Fujo. Fujo's realizing there have not been that many opponents who have done any sort of damage to this Shudderwalk. He's realizing he's the only one who's done any damage. He wants to see what's going to happen here. He's taking a second to collect himself, seeing that crowd favorite, knowing he wants that crowd favorite. For some reason, it's his favorite card in all of Battlegrounds. It's only cost him 4,000 potential earned points in the Battlegrounds, but he's okay with that. He wants it, but this is not the game, Fujo. You take that only on turn on your first tier 3, or if you're AFK and you really want to go and high roll all the battle cries. Fujo's sitting here, not sure if these floating watchers are exactly big enough. They're not record setting, but they're pretty good, and he knows it. Going up against the Shudderwalk does have a brand, doubling up the doubled hero powers, battle cries. There's a whole lot of divine shields coming out for Fujo now. The one that needed it the most, the taunt, does not get it. Down goes, oh my, and there we go. 2 divine shields gone, 3 divine shields gone. All of the divine shields are gone. How is this poisonous going to stack up? Getting 1 elimination, and that is looking like that's all it's going to be. 2 eliminations. Shudderwalk is taking a little bit more damage. Thank goodness Baron Rivendare is there. If it wasn't for Baron Rivendare forcing you to have 14 tanks in Nax Rammus, that would be a very, very sad situation for Fujo. That's a reference to Classic WoW and Nax and the boss. You need a whole bunch of tanks. The rest of the time, you never need that many tanks in the game ever, but it's fine. There's a Void Lord. Fujo knows those are some great demons, but not what he needs. And the potential triple of the Floating Watcher. He knows he can't take it because it's going to... What has Fujo done? He can't play the demon. The demon's going to destroy him. You can't play it, Fujo. What are you doing? Unbelievable.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no, indeed, Fujo. What's going to happen now? You can't play your biggest, most massive, powerful demon here. What's the play? And there's the Mal'Ganis. What's the play now? Does he see it? Does he have the APM? Sells off his taunt, gets his Mal'Ganis back, gets the Floating Watcher, gets the Imp Gang boss. What was this? Did the game allow all of these actions to take place all at once? Somehow it did. The APM is off the charts. That is incredible. Fujo is nearly in tears right now with the play that he just made. Imp Gang boss coming up pretty large though, taking out absolutely 0 taunted Divine Shields. This is incredible. Fujo somehow going to be fully Divine Shielded up. Might not be enough. Eliminates the biggest taunted Divine Shielded Poisonous minion. But there's still 1 Divine Shield on a Poisonous. This could be... That Baron needed to pop it and doesn't. This could be a really big problem for Fujo sitting at 1 health. This is a must-win situation. There can't be a loss for Fujo. Is this going to... It does look like it's going to work. There's still 32, 22, 52 health on board. Call it 49 when it's all said and done. Possibly a 48. We can't really see the numbers. Fujo's wiping the sweat off of his brow. And Fujo's not going to worry about this whatsoever. -8 straight to Shutterwalk's face, sitting at 9 health. Incredible. All the demons in the world now can be played. No problem about that. There's a Sneed. Sneed is always fun. My Exna is incredible. Poisonous. Maybe slipping a little poisonous on poisonous action. Taking the Gas Coiler. Forget that. There's a Baron Rivendare. Didn't we just talk about Baron Rivendare for the past 14 minutes? I think we should stick with that. Good idea, Fujo. Good thing he's playing and not me. There's a little bit more, just a little bit more demon buffs. Let's see what ends up getting buffed here at the end of the day, however. See how Fujo wants to play this one. Buffing the demons +3/+3. It's not the worst thing in the world. There's another demon buff. That one's nice and big. Where's this buff going to go? Let's make that Floating Watcher even bigger. 69, 69. Saying that is not fine. We need 71, 71. We got to set some records here. We hit that hero power, then rotated out. Gas Coiler not taking the buff anyways. It doesn't matter. Rotating one more time. Fujo can't decide who's attacking first. I guess it's going to be the Imp Gang boss after all. Let's see what happens. It looks like everyone has taunted Divine Shield for these Murlocs, and down go 3 early Divine Shields on Shutterwalk. There's now 4 sitting on Fujo's side of the table. Down 1 down to 3. There's still 4. Only 2. Now only 1 poisonous Divine Shielded minion for Shutterwalk. This is not looking good. Fujo still has 2 60 plus 70, back to 69. Nice. Health and attack minions, and down goes the Divine Shield. Baron is up as the Gas Coiler. Incredible. The board is going to be filled. And the Khadgar, unbelievable. There's going to be more mechs than you can shake a finger at. Didn't know where I was going with that one. Let's see where the attacks are going. There's too many taunts to get through, and look, this is going to bring back all those mechs that we've just seen. Unbelievable. Baron getting absolutely carrying these demons. 2 demons off to the left, just letting all the little attacks go on. They're not worried. Savannah High Main brings in a couple of 2-2s. Down goes the only poisonous minion left for Shutterwalk. Shutterwalk can't believe it. Distraught, disappointed, and destroyed is what just happened here to these Murlocs. Unbelievable. Baron Rivendare, Wrathweaver, and a whole bunch of random death rattles. Fujo's loving it, feeling the energy, climbing the ladder, heading straight to BlizzCon Battlegrounds Champion Worldship 2020. 5,600 ranking, not the worst, not the best. Definite GG's to Fujo and to Shutterwalk and to everyone. And look at that APM, unbelievable. That was fantastic, Fujo. Have a good night, everyone.